Apparently... Well, now it's okay. I don't know if there was actually any sound coming from my desktop last stream. No matter. We shall get started nonetheless.
Yo.
So, where we last left off. Dragon. Sand dragon. Svärmfa.
Yeah, getting pretty much stumped, but coming out on top.
Yeah. As you guys should. And with that, Sand Dragon Svärmfa is taking a turn.
Ooh, this is unpopular.
This is unpopular. This was generally considered a bad decision on its part. Sand Dragon Svärmfa is going to come around this way. There. It'll come around here. Beatrix wasn't actually close enough to it to get an attack of opportunity. It'll whip round to Gabriel.
Hey.
Hello.
I was over here, though.
You are here, apparently.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah, it'll clamber over the sand dunes right up next to you. And it'll make a bite attack against you as it comes down with its massive jaws.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that flare.
Yeah, I think I'm flaring. I'm just remembering if I have the reaction. I think I do.
We'll assume so.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. And then... Okay. I was waiting for this all last...
Waiting for that bite attack.
Get neat.
It managed to get off 0 bite attacks last session.
Bit me and Felix at the very beginning when it jumped out of the sand.
That was more of a trap than a proper bite attack. This is a bite attack proper. So, you are going to take a grand total of... Wow. Big damage there. You're going to take 12 piercing.
Okay.
And there we go.
Swallowed the condition.
Nah. As its big jaws rotting with this kind of rotting necrotic energy coming out will deal 45 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Beatrix, we're gonna need you to kill that rotting Svärmfa, like, really quick. So that does not happen again.
Constitution save, I got 20 total.
That'll be sufficient, as you feel the effect of this kind of rotting energy trying to take hold over your body. But with this radiant flash, you push out and are able to resist the effects.
Bah.
Gross.
Yeah. You still take the necrotic damage, but you're not affected by the rot.
Okay.
Ew, got spit on me.
It's eating me!
Meanwhile, its massive wing-like claws are going to come down, engulfed in this kind of stone armor. It'll slap Lathia
Bring it on.
for 31?
31 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was worried that was the damage for a second. 31 does hit me.
Nice. You're going to take 15 slashing, and I need you to make I think it's a con save?
What's the DC of the con save?
Yeah, make a con save.
Where did my dice go?
It's from the dragon, so it's gonna be higher than 10, I'd say.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where my dice went.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, it's here. Okay. 19 total.
19.
Yes.
Oh, that's enough. Wait, is it enough? How much does the Dragon's Svärmfa increase the DC by? Oh, okay, yeah, that's plenty.
Excellent. So I took 15.
Yeah, just the damage, just the 15 damage for you today. And with its final claw attack, again, the stone-encased claw coming down on top of Gabriel, that'll be an 18 to hit.
That hits, because I don't think I'm using a shield on a broomstick.
Okay. You take 16 slashing, and I need you to make another con save.
Another con save. Come on, baby. That's 18.
That's enough.
Okay.
So-
16 health.
Oh, goody. As the Dragon's Svärmfa finishes off its assault on the two of you, that will... Oh, I should have rolled. Oh, okay. So it does have that available. Good to know. Alright, that's the Dragon's Svärmfa's turn. It'll go down to Beatrix. Beatrix, hearing the call out to finish off this rotting Svärmfa, will attempt to do just that. She'll make 2 attacks with her blade. That'll hit, and that's a nat 1, so that'll miss. On the first hit, she'll smite. She'll power the strike for 19 damage total, as she goes taking a slash with the blade of Xenotheatus. Can she do anything as a bonus action to help here? The answer may surprise you. That's all that Beatrix is going to do at this point. Felix is up. He will come around this way over to this rotting Svärmfa, and he'll make 2 attacks with the Spear of Xenokratos. First attack hits by far, and he'll do a decent chunk of damage with it. He'll do 15 damage with the Spear of Xenokratos as he comes in, slashing with the blade, killing the rotting Svärmfa.
You love to see it.
Yeah. I guess with his second attack, he's going to come around. He's going to... He's going to try. Oh, he'll just fucking die. He'll come up to the Dragon Svärmfa, and he'll make his second attack with his Spear of Xenokratos against the Dragon Svärmfa. As a bonus action, he's going to expend some of the charges on his spear to empower it with a banishing smite. For an extra 5d10 force. Oh. Did I roll that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because it's on a natural 20.
Wasn't watching.
Well, you know, yeah, maybe you should just always roll for Mick. Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I definitely saw you roll it. That natural 20.
The problem is if he like kills it and then banishes it, we don't get to. Actually, was that just banish the corpse? I have no clue.
If it survives, it gets a save against being banished.
Okay, yeah, maybe it just kills it. Then you
No,
can't.
if it survives, then if it's less than 50 HP, it's just banished.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cool.
Well, whatever the go is, we need to roll dice. Dice will be rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $83 plus 90, 94 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's what happens when you crit on a smite.
Yep.
Okay, as Felix runs up to the dragon, he goes, "Oh, hey, it's Mick."
Good.
Yeah, he's just in time to be like, yeah, you totally did a cool thing, but
We'll see if he hops in, and then he can describe the finishing blow. Oh.
Womp womp.
I'd hope for a second.
There was hope.
Okay, so Felix will run up, kill the rotting Svärmfa, run up to the dragon Svärmfa, look up at the towering creature, and just kind of blink up right near its neck and slash it across the neck with the spear of Xenokratos. He'll give a cool one-liner, as Felix tends to do, and the dragon Svärmfa will fall to the ground, dead.
Excellent.
Fall.
Bye-bye. Whee.
There.
Yeah. Oh.
That's rotisserie.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. And it killed Felix, Discord, and Gabriel as it
Nice.
fell, crushed under their bodies.
It's being really temperamental.
Well, okay.
Fuck.
Super temperamental. Even started the timer.
Rude. There we go. That's much better.
Bleh.
Alrighty. With the
You
dragon,
Yeah.
the dragon's Svärmfa falls down dead. After some death throws that nearly kill everyone. Alright. Gabriel is up.
No more Svärmfa around?
There are, as far as you're aware, there are 2 burrowing Svärmfa underground somewhere.
Okay. I think I will heal. I'll see myself with a 4th level cure wounds, I think. So I'm gonna just watch around. I'll just get my SOS seal to like hold an attack if it sees the Svärmfa come up from the sand.
Okay. Rotting Svärmfa dead. Creon, you're up.
Yeah, I think there's one rotting Svärmfa that's been banished, but can't do anything, obviously, at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a rotting Svärmfa that Beatrix hit, I'm pretty sure.
It got banished. It's potentially quite bad, but since it was already an already existing Svärmfa, then potentially it's okay. But banishing is how we created the brainy boys.
Alrighty. Yes, but otherwise, Creon is going to expend a 1st level spell and ready magic missile in case any Svärmfa pop up. And we'll be holding that. Oh, actually, no, I can't do that because then I need to concentrate, and I'm already concentrating on fly.
Rude.
It is rude. Okay, well, in that case, I'll ready a cantrip. I shall ready... Oh yeah, there's no more fire Svärmfa, so I shall ready a firebolt.
Alrighty. Speaking of new Svärmfa, or burrowing Svärmfa, as you guys have discovered, they are going to pop up here.
2 of them. Like the closest one to the spirit.
Alright. Readied actions will now trigger.
13, 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh jeez, I got max damage on the roll.
Nice.
Why don't you crit it then?
Yeah, bro.
21 damage. 21 radiant damage.
Nice.
I rolled a 16 to hit.
Against a burrower?
Yep.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Ah, well, that's okay.
It's always slightly concerning when I see Mix ping hit up to 999.
Yeah.
700, 400. Yeah, it seems to be stabling out.
It was loading stuff. It's finished loading now.
Mm.
250. It seems to be about his regular ping. Everyone's ping just kind of
High
spiked
today.
for a second.
Unusually so. Alright. Oh, that's all of the things gone. I don't know why I was waiting. I was assuming people were doing more stuff. The Pharaoh Svärmfa will come up here and here. One... Oh, they each have multi-attack. Oh. They each have multi-attack.
I can use my last flare on the first attack. Wait. Hold on, I'll make sure I'm there. It'd have to be against this Svärmfa, so it might not be the first attack.
Okay, so that'll be the first attack against Mick.
Okay, yep.
Against Felix. Okay. plus 6. The first 2 strikes against Beatrix will miss as the burrower comes out of the sand, crawling up towards her, and then attempts to make a bite attack with its big, massive jaws, which are totally ineffective. Its stone-covered claws will come in, trying to rake at Beatrix, but she expertly blocks the attacks before it goes turning tail, quite literally, and whacking her with its tail for a critical hit.
Woof.
But critical hit.
"17 plus 3, that's 20 damage total against Beatrix. Oh, okay. Beatrix must make a Constitution saving throw. And gets a natural 1, causing the
petrification.
rotting Svärmfa to reappear.
Oh, that is actually pretty bad. Back to poison, boys.
Where were they? They were there. On the attacks against Felix, that'll be a 16, which... Actually, I can check the... 16 will miss. 8 is less than... Yeah, all of the attacks against Felix will miss as the Svärmfa comes out of the ground and attacks him with... Well, attempts to attack him with tooth, claw, and tail to no effect. This burrowing Svärmfa will take a step away from Beatrix. Beatrix is not pleased about this and will attempt to get a revenge attack against it with a natural 1, which will not in fact hit the burrowing Svärmfa as it disappears below the sands.
Gross.
The other burrowing Svärmfa will attempt to head off this way, leaving Felix's range. Felix will come around. Oh, Felix is here. Mick, hello.
Maybe.
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 Hey, Mick. It's on your turn, bro.
No. It's just in time for my turn.
I heard a click. I heard a second click.
Oh.
Yeah? Hooray.
Finally here.
You made it!
There we go. Hooray.
So,
You
what...
killed the dragon, and it was very cool.
Yeah, you crit. You scored a crit hit with a smite spell on the dragon.
Cool.
You did like 94
damage.
damage in a single attack.
Oh yeah, did you retroactively want to have like a catchphrase, like a killing?
Yeah, what was your one-liner as he killed the dragon?
Sorry. Didn't want this fight to drag on.
That is suitably cringe.
Listen, you threw this on me like as I jumped in. That was honestly, the fact that I got that was kind of impressive.
That's pretty much what I would have gone for as well. Something I was trying to think of good puns, but all I could think of was something about drag on.
It was entirely appropriate. I quite enjoyed it. The last remaining burrowing Svärmfa is leaving... Oh, sorry. One of the remaining burrowing Svärmfas is leaving your reach. Do you want to use an attack of opportunity against it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What the hell? Where did all these D10s come from?
Well, that was the critical hit that I... Here, let me clean it up for you. Those were all the D10s I rolled to do the critical hit. Because you used... I said that Felix would use a Spear of Xenokratos plus a Banishing Smite on it to... And it just so happened to be a critical hit, so I doubled the number of dice that I rolled. Which is like 12 D10.
Yeah, just a casual 12d10, you know, no big.
Wow, that's interesting.
It was super effective.
Apparently.
It's your turn, Felix.
Well, it's not his turn, it's his chance for an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
sure, I'll do that. Take a d20.
Roll it.
The house.
Well...
So 19.
Oh yeah, because the spear... keep forgetting it's got like a million modifier.
Yeah, it's a +3 magic weapon. It's pretty good. That will, in fact, hit. Roll damage. In fact,
Alrighty.
I think... Yeah, there is literally no way it can survive this, because it has 12 HP, and your minimum damage on this attack is 12.
Alright. 3 plus 7, 10.
Plus the
Plus
4. 'cause
four,
it's a-
plus 4 from a favorite enemy, right.
Yeah. So, with that, as the burrowing Svärmfa attempts to get back to the lower sandy area to begin burrowing once again, you're like, not today. And you come out, slashing it again with the Spear of Xenokratos, ending it. Alright. Lathia, you are up.
Okay. There's one guy that I can see. Let's just anime land down behind him and whack him with my sword.
Alrighty.
Whoa. There's 10 plus my stuff is almost certainly a hit, I think. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Okay.
8 plus 8 is 16.
16 is enough as you drop down out of the sky, bringing the Frost Sword Ian straight into the back of this rotting Svärmfa, splitting it down the spine and killing it.
Nice.
Do you want to just be on the ground here?
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else for your turn?
No. I don't think of anything. I don't really have a good bonus action to do. Oh, actually, wait, and I'll give myself a quick second wind.
Alright.
But I can do that by myself. You can move on to next person.
Beatrix can see the pattern here and is also on like 4 HP. So she is going to spend her action and all of her movement getting as high up the dunes as she can. She's going to go all the way over here. Cause she done like it. And I guess she'll second wind as a bonus action. Because she can do that.
Copying the greats.
She'll recover 14 HP.
Hey, it was one more than me.
Sorry, 13 HP.
Hey, it was the same amount as me.
Low roll there. That'll be Beatrix's turn. Felix, you're up. As far as you're aware, there is only one Svärmfa remaining. It is a burrower Svärmfa, and it is under the sand. You saw it go under the sand over here.
Well, I need to look at the. I think. Point to me again where he saw it. I need to check the range on one of these spells. Dear God, my computer's going so slow. I might as well just walk over to my shelf and pick the spell book out. God.
What's the spell you want?
Lightning arrow. Okay, now it's finally going. Now it's finally working.
Lightning arrow is a bonus action. It affects creatures within 10 feet of the target.
Alright. So if it's there. Let's see. Okay, this might be alright then. I don't know if it's going to affect underground, but if it's like a radius out, might as well try. Felix will bonus action load up a lightning arrow and fire a shot where he thinks the creature was.
Alright, as you go, what weapon are you using?
The Yorkbow.
Yorkbow. Okay, as you pump the Yorkbow, empowering it with a thunderous, or not thunderous, with a crackling lightning effect, you aim roughly where the Svärmfa buried itself under the sand and fire a shot off. Could you just roll a flat d20 for me?
Okay. Just gonna move that out of the way. Well, 5.
Alright, roll the damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. I need to remember what the damage is on this one.
2d8 on the
2d8.
AoE effect.
Yes. Alright. Here's 1, 2. Let's grab both of them. And 2 plus 7, 9.
9. Okay, it's going to take half that. Because it failed the save, but it also rolled low. Or you rolled low on the d20. So, as you fire the arrow out into, basically just into the sand, the lightning crackles out but quickly dissipates. You can tell it wasn't as effective as if it was out in the air. That being said...
You think I got it? I can't tell.
You've got your movement
Did you hear
left.
anything?
Well, you certainly shot with confidence.
I guess if he's gonna move at all, it's gonna be closer to Beatrix, I guess, in case of something bad happening to her. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Walk on over there.
Alrighty. Gabriel, you are up.
Alright. Whereabouts did this thing go down that Felix is shooting? Around there. Stuck a bit. I'll just hold a Sacred Flame if it pops up.
Alright. Same for your spirit.
Yeah, just hold an attack.
Alrighty.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Creon, you're up.
Alrighty. This is a very awkward initiative order for me. Alrighty. Alrighty. I guess I am going to fly down, alight on the ground.
Need some move earth.
Absolutely. And I am going to. I guess I will drop concentration on fly for the time being and ready a magic missile.
Alright, first level.
Yeah, just a basic bitch one.
Alright. New Svärmfa will take its turn. So it disappeared around here.
Apologies. May I also second wind? My bad.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, it is going to pop up from out of the sand over here.
Faraday scan!
How'd you gonna start with your missile?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure. Pretty easy. Guaranteed hit. Woohoo! Boom. Take 9 plus 3, so 12 force damage.
12
Cast
force
shield.
damage. Nice. 12 force damage taken. It is still up and looking around,
You
making its way downtown.
It's a rainbow beam, and it needs a dex save for the sacred flame.
Dex save for the Sacred Flame, which you got a nat 20 on.
That fails. Oh, nat 20, or it depends on the dex.
Nat 20 minus 1, so that's a 19.
Yeah, DC's 21.
That fails, yeah.
Alright. From getting hit by the rainbow beam, it's like a 26 to hit. It
Yeah,
takes
that'll
15
hit.
damage.
15 damage.
And the sacred flame
It's
is 18 damage.
nice. It's definitely dead. As it pops up out of the sand, 3 of you whip around, unleashing magic missiles, sacred flames, and radiant beams at the Pharaoh Svärmfa, which had only really just come up to get us a visual sense of where everyone is before it was about to go back down, but it is struck in that spot and in a bit of a crater around where it was trying to burrow back into the sand. You can just see the Pharaoh Svärmfa lying on its side, dead.
Well done, everyone. We survived.
Nice.
Good job.
And with that, we'll hop out of initiative order.
You know, like, just for a moment, like, yeah, Gabriel probably buzz around, just like looking at the sand, making sure it's all alright.
Hmm.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Do our footprints come back now? Or do our footprints stay there now?
That's a good question. 21.
Check-
Yeah, as you're going around, you see that, yes, in fact, the footprints and other signs of battle are now staying on the sand quite clearly.
Okay.
Excellent.
The weirdness is gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks okay. It looks like the Svärmfa, their presence is gone now.
Hmm.
Good, good.
Come
Felix,
down to the ground.
are you potentially capable of confirming this?
Confirming that.
There are
Feels
no
like Svärmfa.
Yeah.
Let me check a class feature of mine. Where would you be?
Primeval Awareness, I think.
Yeah, okay. I'll try and stretch out my senses for a moment. See if there's any remaining Svärmfa in the near vicinity.
Excellent.
You'll need to wait a little to do that, though.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, that's something else. That's the first half of Primeval Awareness. Okay, so as you go around concentrating, focusing in on your favored enemy, there are no living favored enemies present within range.
Nice.
Well, if there are any, they're not alive, which is good for us.
Yes, good.
Yes, excellent. Yes.
Very well.
What are we going to do with this one? I say, gesturing towards the dead dragon.
Well, this is as good an opportunity as any to retrieve Heart of a Dragon Svärmfa.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But first I want to test something. I want to take my spear and just run it alongside, not too harshly, but enough to see, can this weapon, cut Svärmfa dragon hide?
Oh, yeah. Remarkably easily, all things considered.
Oh, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Well, it's tough, but the sharpness of the blade and its magical nature makes it a lot easier than you would expect, given its size and toughness.
Okay, well, that answers my initial question. Yes, we can cut it. Alright, let's get to it. And I'll try and climb my way on top to where the chest is, where the heart, or I think the heart would be.
As you climb onto its chest, you see a massive exposed Svärmfa organ right in the center of its chest. There are bits of muscle and hide surrounding it. It looks like a fairly central piece to the dragon's Svärmfa.
Oh. This is almost too easy. God, I hope I didn't just jinx myself with
Why
that.
did you have to say that, Felix? You touch it, and then you start to take on the properties of a Svärmfa.
Felix Svärmfa. While they're doing this, I'm just gonna touch the end of my staff and get some spell slots back.
Alright.
Hey man, do that in private.
It's creepier than it sounded.
Dude, put your staff away. There are children watching.
It's glowing.
Is there anyone we can call to come pick up the rest of the body, or are we only going to take parts of this one?
Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to focus here. Ugh.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. And what about these barbarian
too.
ones? Yeah, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside. And what about the barbarian ones? Do we want to get those ones still?
I would be interested in retrieving at least one additional Svärmfa organ, perhaps one of the smaller ones.
My vote would be the burrower one. That's a new one.
Should we call Malari and get her to send the extraction team?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Who has one of our sending stones?
Oh yeah, just
She
take
had
one out of
one.
my pocket. Yeah, just take one out of my pocket. I'm sure one's in there somewhere.
Reaching in. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to touch
Oh!
that. What's in
That's
here?
not,
Oh, you have deep pockets.
Different
Felix.
sending stone.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna keep a lot of stuff in there. You never know.
Oh, here we go. I pull something out, and it's It's a wallet. It's a wallet with a picture of a girl in a bikini. How did that get there?
No, that's no, not that one. That one's a bug.
Yeah, no. I grab the sending stone and I'll give it a squeeze.
You don't need to step. It's okay.
Is that not how you activate sending stones?
No.
Oh, okay, then I give it a squeeze anyway, because why not?
Roll a strength check then.
No,
No,
what are the
don't.
chances of spell breaking it if I roll on that 20? But yeah, I'll just contact Malari and say, you killed Dragon Svärmfa and a few other new varieties. You might want to send an extraction team to come pick up the bodies.
Those dragon boys.
Laughs so hard if you got a natural 20.
Got 14, which I think
Oh,
equates to
no.
24 on my strength check. Oh, no, if it's a strength check, then it's just 19 if it's not a saving throw.
Yeah.
So don't crush the stone.
Good to know. You don't hear back from Malari.
Huh. Well, I don't know if she
But-
got a message or not, but I sent it to
Well,
her.
the message was sent, you just didn't get a reply.
She left me. Yeah, she left me on red.
Should we be concerned?
No, I don't think so. She was going to a meeting.
Oh, right, yeah, of course, it's in silent mode.
Yeah. So I think she's probably safe.
Alright, well.
Is there anyone else we can contact to come extract these, or should we just wait for Malari?
Well, I hope
The,
someone shows up soon, because I think this dragon heart is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm going to
You're
need
able
some help
to-
on this.
You're able to cut around it quite effectively. It's tough going, but you do get it out with spending the time to do so. You could probably just fit it within someone's bag of holding or carry it around normally. It is a bit hefty though.
Alright, anyone got a bag of holding?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God!
It's still alive!
What happened?
I accidentally misclicked it and just did a...
How did you do that?
I don't know!
That was awesome.
The
You
physics
started.
engine is weird.
Starts to
With
break
the
down.
last spasm of its
Yeah.
brain, it does a sweet break dance.
Rock the microphone. I'll get some clothes that I have, some common clothes, and wrap. It's a hard, is it?
It is a Svärmfa organ.
Svärmfa organ, good. Yeah, I'll wrap it up in a big cloak and then stick it in the bag.
So Felix, I've had a thought.
That's a
Um,
dangerous thing.
For you, maybe.
Can
Yes. No. But you seem to have the capability of being able to sense Svärmfa, correct?
Yes.
Well,
What about-
I've had a minor thought, perhaps, on how we could potentially harness that to give us more accurate information. But it would require me potentially fiddling with one of the smaller Svärmfa organs, considering researching it a little closer. Essentially, could I get you to perhaps cut one of these smaller organs out for me?
Well, compared to the one I just cut out, this should be a snap.
From the rotting Svärmfa.
Yeah, either of them. I guess the rotting one. Smaller is better in this one, because you don't want to lug around something too big. And I
Fair
think
enough.
the ones are a bit bigger.
I don't know why, but I pictured their spreading organ as some sort of ladder in their throat, chin area. I'm sure there's nothing with what's going on, but when we first imagined, it's what I pictured for some reason. I have no idea. Like a frog.
Weird.
Yeah.
Felix, which one are you going up to?
I'll go up to.
There are some
whatever the
warriors,
undead one
rotting
is.
Svärmfa. Rotting Svärmfa? Sure.
Yeah.
As you head over to one of the rotting Svärmfa, you can see the somewhat decayed flesh and the green ooze, the necrotic ooze coming out of its mouth. You go up to it.
Find anything out of this?
Make a survival check. I'll give you advantage on this because you should probably have advantage on this for rangery stuff.
Okay.
Surely.
Yeah, you get advantage on survival checks, I think.
To track favored enemies.
Oh, to
certainly.
track, that's right. No, it's recall information about that you get expertise on, isn't it? I mean, you also get advantage on...
It's advantage on tracking with wisdom survival as well as intelligence checks to recall info.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so yes, you're able to expertly extract not just one, but pretty much all of the Svärmfa organs from this rotting Svärmfa. They're scattered all throughout the body. In a Svärmfa of this size, they're maybe golf ball sized, fairly decently tough little organs that are connected out by these little spindly, sinewy, I guess, not veins or roots, but it's something like that. You pull a couple out from the Svärmfa and have a Svärmfa of this size. Let's roll a d4 and a d10. You're able to get 25 organs expertly extracted out of that rotting Svärmfa.
Ooh,
25.
So after he does,
that's
after he does that, 25 funnier than 24. After all that, Felix will go, "Will that do?"
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping you would tell me to stop at some point, but you never did, so I just kept going.
No, I wasn't going to interrupt a man. Yeah, I wasn't going to interrupt you in your
time.
Yeah.
All right then.
You're doing a really good job of it. I didn't think you would get 25. Honestly, after
thank
that
you.
sixth one.
It's just like one of those magic tricks. He just keeps reaching out and then pops another one and another one.
He's just pulling the handkerchiefs out of his pocket, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and they just don't stop coming.
Just keeps going.
Look at
Oh,
that
this would
intestine!
be-
My god! I didn't think that was so long!
No, this should be more than sufficient. It's a pleasure watching someone work at their craft. 25 small Svärmfa organs. That does seem almost a little excessive. But I guess plenty of fail-safes.
Yes, plenty.
Yeah. Alright.
So, what do we do now?
Well,
You guys want some healing?
Beatrix
I'll take the
says,
healing, please.
I'll do Beacon of Hope. And if we have time, we can just use the wand to get us there. And who needs it? How bad is Beatrix? I'll hit her once. Everyone who gets hit gets 20 health points.
I would like to get hit.
that's good. She's gone up from 17 to 37.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, she was worse off than me. I was on
Yeah.
66 hit points. Now I'm on
Okay.
86.
Oh, 66. That's plenty.
I'll also hit her with a second level Cure Wounds. That'll give her another 21.
Yeah, that'll put her into decent range. I think
That's for
she's
myself too.
about half health now.
80. Yeah, cool. 180.
Well,
And-
what are we
Anyone
doing?
else? It's good. Sorry.
So what are we doing now?
Please.
Was this the ambush
Anything.
that was supposed to stop, or is the real activity going on the other side?
Alright. Did you get 20, Felix?
Did I?
Yeah, can you give 20 from the staff and I'll hit you with the spell too?
Oh, okay.
Well, we
Take-
have defeated this Svärmfa dragon, which should have, at the very least, dealt a blow to the Svärmfa forces here. But
Yes.
it seems the Dimension Ripper Svärmfa is not here, which is perhaps a little concerning.
Yes, they're the ones who gather reinforcements.
If they can provide a will and tactical acumen to the Svärmfa, then that is incredibly concerning.
Yes.
Nevertheless, we did manage to retrieve a Svärmfa organ from a dragon. which
Several.
is- yes, several, but specifically the one from a dragon, which I believe Pia and Project B would be very interested in studying.
Quite.
Yes, so I suppose it remains to be seen. We could delve further, but that might be risky at this point in time. I don't know how well supplied we are for an extended desert trek. Or we begin making our way back and seeing where the Pharaoh will take us next, I suppose.
I think we should make our way back. If Felix tells us there are no more Svärmfa in the area, then we don't have a lot to do.
Seems entirely reasonable.
We should check that the south connection didn't get attacked while we were here. We never did see the brainy boy.
That is the other thing I'm worried about. We did not. Gabriel brings up a good point. The mind player, not the mind player, the
Dimension Ripper?
Dimension Ripper. The Dimension Ripper Svärmfa wasn't here, and he was one that we were on the lookout for. So that leads me to believe that this was probably the distraction, while the real bad stuff was happening up the other way.
We're still good to take out the dragon. Still a threat.
Indeed. In that case, it was probably good that we led this strike expedition, as it were. Would have saved significant resources. Very well. Sounds like a plan.
So as you guys finish up here, maybe collecting some more samples from the Svärmfa within the area, begin making your way back out. As the day reaches on, it's getting pretty quickly towards nighttime here. How are you going to set? How are you going to set back out? What method of travel?
Can you teleport us, Felix?
Think we could. Yeah. We have a defined destination, right? Just go.
Where
Like, where are we
was?
heading?
Yeah, I suppose back to the place we were before we decided which. Hold on. Back to this stuff. The blue, like if there's a what am I trying to fucking say? A war
City?
base, yeah.
That's one of the cities,
city.
yeah.
Yeah. We talked to like a pharaoh there, didn't we?
Sultan there, yeah.
Sultan, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, we're heading back to that city then. All right.
Yeah, go back to him.
Sultanate of Al Ruwa.
Yep.
All right. So, as
Beatrix, if you wouldn't mind, darling.
She comes up
Raises
to
up
you,
his spear.
joins the blade, her half of the staff with yours, forming the full staff. Cool. Could you please roll a D100?
Alrighty. Alright. 10's die. Regular D10. $84.
84. Alrighty. So as you put the two halves of the staff together, drawing a portal in the air in front of you, you can see through it, and you see basically you're right at the gates of the Sultanate of Al Ruwa. You're right outside the city walls.
Good.
Ah,
Wonderful.
perfect.
Very convenient.
Yes, magic tends to do that.
Alrighty, let's get out of here.
That'll be nice for a respite.
Yeah, I would like to take a rest as well.
That'd be nice.
Alright. So as you step into the area of the city, you go heading back to the Sultan's Palace, I presume? Or are you going to go to the Sultan's Palace there, or are you going to go to the Adventurers Guild Hall within the city?
Good point.
I suppose we should update him, let him know what the problem was with that area.
And just see if
Velvia here.
Alright. Making your way through the city, what's the best skill for navigating a city that you visited once?
Maybe survival.
I would argue that it's probably athletics.
Survival it is. Survival or investigation?
That's a fair argument. Which one of mine is higher?
Probably survival would be my guess.
I would assume.
Yeah, survival is way higher. I will roll then. Ooh, okay. 22, I think.
22 is pretty damn good. Felix, you use your navigational skills, just in a slightly different setting to out in the wilds, but you're able to navigate the group very quickly and efficiently over to the Sultan's Palace. There you can see some of the Sultan's guards who see you all approaching, recognize you, and after a quick kind of like discussion between the two of them, decide that, yeah, you guys can go right on ahead.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yep. We're just all looking a little bit like bloodied and bruised as well, just sort of wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Probably still have sand in all our clothes and shoes.
Gets everywhere, that sand.
Yep.
Rough and coarse.
Making your way through the Sultan's Palace to the makeshift war room that you were within before. You see the Sultan there discussing with a couple of the Anti-Svärmfa Coalition generals within the area. He turns to see you and is quite pleased to see you back alive.
Greetings.
Sultan Aidan Yilmaz.
Fucking ate on your Mars.
So you've returned quite quickly. I was nearly expecting you to be gone for a little longer, considering the journey ahead.
We move very fast.
Yes, quite.
Do you bring news from the area pointed out to by the scout, or the area of concern that we had?
Yes. And
do you want to give the report, Felix?
well, the bad news is we couldn't find any remains of the other scouting groups. The good news is we killed the Svärmfa that were responsible, and for a while at least, there won't be any more in that area.
That is good news.
Even better news. We have lots of pieces of Svärmfa to experiment on.
Glad the trip was fruitful for you in that way.
Was there any news on the southern blockade?
We have had no news from any of the other areas of Svärmfa invasion here in Egon. However, there has been troubling reports that the city of Moran has, well, we've lost contact with it.
This is a concern.
Is that where Malari went? We don't know though, do we?
You don't know.
Yeah. We don't know where Malari is, which is actually a little worrying. I was kind of hoping she'd be back here,
Right.
but clearly she's not, and she's not answering her phone either. How rude.
What's a phone?
Gabriel is suspicious because we lost contact with Malari and they can't contact this place.
So which one is the city they lost contact with? Is that on the map?
Yeah, it is. It is on the map. It's over. Oh, it should be on the map. Wait, where did I give it coordinates on the other document? I didn't give it coordinates. That was rude of me. It's.
Would it be?
And say to the Sultan, we tried to contact our friend, but they replied back. Thought it was a bit strange, but we might. Check it.
Lady Malari has been informed of the particular communication issue, and she has gone off to the Adventurers Guild to attempt to fix this communication deficit.
That's good.
That's good on her.
Could it be that the Dimension Ripper Svärmfa is interfering with telepathic communications?
I suppose it's possible.
By the by, Moran is over here.
Okay, so it's back on the main continent. Cool.
Yeah, it's also where Project B is.
Whoops, that is...
That's not good.
It's the capital of Fenmore and where Project B is.
Well, I know that our objective here was to perhaps recruit and propagandize and whatnot, but this seems like it might be a significantly higher priority.
Yeah, I agree. Home base attack.
Yes.
Indeed.
If we're able will return.
Yes.
Well, Malari went to the Adventurers Guild, did she not? Perhaps we should join her there and return post-haste.
Yes.
Indeed.
If our recent battle is anything to go by, it will be very quick.
Yes, quick but dangerous.
That's how we roll.
So good luck with the situations we return.
Yes.
No. I thank you for your efforts. It sounds like your contribution will be crucial in pushing forward in the Shikation Delta.
Indeed, and did we actually tell him that we killed a dragon? I feel like we didn't.
Not
No,
explicitly.
we mentioned that. No, we mentioned like the heart of a dragon, Svärmfa. We mentioned that.
Did we? Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, he's more than pleased about that.
Yes. Well, thank you for your hospitality, and is the Pharaoh around, or is he already off?
Given the troubling news, the Pharaoh has returned to...
back to his...
he's returned to Karuti to oversee things there.
And give the Pharaoh our highest regards as well.
Of course.
Alrighty. Yeah. We should probably go, back. Now. Probably yesterday.
Yeah. Anyone got access to time travel?
I don't know about time travel, but we can get to that place quickly.
Oof. Wait a second. Don't the Svärmfa, Loki, have access to time travel now with that god Svärmfa?
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh god.
That's probably fine.
Yeah. Alrighty. Feel like our situation is much more dire than I first thought.
Well, think about it. If they did, wouldn't they be trying to kill us in the past one by one until none of the chosen are left?
I don't believe that's how time travel works, but...
Well, I don't think they've killed any of us. There's always been this many of us, hasn't there?
Just fades away.
And it's as they're talking that Felix looks down at his hand, starts to fade.
Who's Felix?
Oh, this is heavy.
We've never known a Felix.
Don't you know, Beatrix has always been single.
Great Scott!
Okay, so you guys heading out of the Sultan's palace.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go next?
You guys have a teleport in here? We gotta be quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so...
Also, before we get into any action, hopefully, we can get maybe a chance to rest when we get there.
Hopefully, but I would not count on it, so...
It's just, and in the middle of that, he hears, in his, one of his bags. What the hell? He reaches in. Oh! I had health potions this whole time.
Save those to emergency.
Well,
Head up onto the forehead.
he just pops it open and drinks one.
Come on, guys.
Alrighty. Do we need to pick up Malari from the Adventuring Guild?
Are you guys...
Is she there?
you were told that she's headed back to... You would have been told she's headed back to the Adventurers Guild HQ in particular.
Okay, so back to...
Did you guys use potions? Save potions for emergency. If you need more healing, I can heal you with staff again.
I haven't used any potions.
Yeah, good.
Okay, Well, if we are potentially going into a combat zone, then I'll probably want some healing, if that is.
Yeah, can do. I hear you with the spell before, Felix. We were talking, so I just put the health on your marker.
Oh, that's fine. Well, that's fine then. Never mind. No potion of healing right now. I'm good.
For you, Creon, I'll give you we'll do a 4th level lay on hands and then a hit from the staff and see how you look. I might give you a medicine too. Medicine check, yeah. So 26 from the cure wounds.
Dope. 90.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll just do you a, what's it called? Healer's kit. Medicine. Level 13, so it'll be 15 health from that. No, 19 health, sorry.
Oh, sweet, 19. That puts me full up. Sweet. Thank you very much.
Alright. And you're alright, Felix?
Yeah, I'm alright. Not 100%, but I can definitely handle another combat at this point.
Okay, I'll do the same for you, Lathia. I'll give you a 3rd level lay on hands. We should be right for resources, guys. We're fine.
I've still got.
You get 22 from the spell,
Excellent.
and then this is plus 17. Geez, so 21 from the medicine kit.
So I get 43 total.
I don't remember the first number.
21.
Okay. It's 21 twice, so yeah, 42. Alright, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That was like 4 or 5 turns.
Yeah, just spending some time. If you wanted to, you could
yeah.
get a short rest in at the Sultan's Palace.
I think we should teleport first, and then if we can short rest there, maybe, but I think we're good to go. Check out the situation.
Yeah,
So, I'm assuming you're going to use Felix and Beatrix to try and get straight to Moran.
Yeah,
probably.
that's the plan.
Yep.
Alright. Beatrix shrugs her shoulders, holds out her blade.
We can handle this. We've been there before, right?
Plenty of times. Oh, darling, don't be silly. We'll make it easy.
Oh dear, what the hell's going on?
Hmm?
My camera in the game just went on its own, and I looked down. My D is was stuck.
Oh.
Never a good thing to have your D stuck.
The camera was stuck on your D.
So Felix, and as you join the two halves of the staff together,
Hopefully, neither of our weapons get stuck. Hopefully.
No,
I'm taking this too far. I'm sorry.
The weapons are fine. Could you please roll a D100 for me?
Will do. Uh, 26.
26. So, you guys have been to Moran quite a lot. It was one of the major staging grounds for the Anti-Svärmfa coalition within Fenmore, which was one of the areas that was hit the hardest by the Svärmfa invasion. In fact, Fenmore had the highest concentration of Svärmfa highest concentration of Svärmfa and also the most land taken in pretty much the entire world. So despite the familiarity you have with the city, you and Beatrix find that trying to draw the portal mid-air is difficult. There is definite resistance to opening this teleportation portal to the city of Moran.
No, I think we're doing it wrong. Hold on. It's all circular, not oval.
Nonetheless, you're able to open a portal, however you cannot see through it. It is clouded.
That doesn't look good. Anyone want to volunteer to go in first?
I pick up a stick or a rock or something and throw it through.
Goes through fine, as far as you can tell. You don't see where it goes, but it does disappear into the portal.
Do we hear, like, an impact on the other side?
No, you don't.
Oh,
But that
fuck.
wouldn't be unusual, given the nature of things at the moment.
Well, at least no sizzling or smoking. That's when it gets concerning.
So... well, I guess there's no way forward but through, eh? And then I walk through the portal.
Over it.
Alright.
Creon immediately follows.
Athia and Creon are going through.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Felix waits for everybody else to get through first.
Including Beatrix. It's just like,
Send the girlfriend.
Well, her
off to
decision's
death.
already been made, so...
Beatrix will look back and go on through as well. Felix, as the last one there, you look around and step through the portal. Do I need a change in music? No, this is just fine. This is just dandy.
Dandy?
Randy dandy.
Dandy.
The one in space? I love that show.
Lathia, you're the first through the portal, and where it was getting towards... Given the shape of the globe, where you were previously, time of day it was definitely getting towards nighttime where you were. It should be morning, more or less, around morning time, or getting towards morning. But it is dark. At least it seems to be dark. As you look around, there are explosions happening both near and far around you. Creon, you come out quite recently. It doesn't look like the city of Moran, not in any discernible way. There is rubble everywhere. The swampiness of the city generally has been taken to a whole new level as the earth has been completely upturned in places.
oof. Warzone. Horrible.
Gabriel, Beatrix, Discord coming through, and then finally Felix. It doesn't look like you've come out at the city of Moran, as far as you can tell, because it is pure chaos.
Alright, so everyone, how did we... Okay, wrong place. Everybody back the other way.
No,
Doors
this
closed
is the
behind
right
you.
place.
At least I
Good thing
didn't
we didn't take
cut
a short
someone's
rest.
arm off this time.
That's true. It's close enough. Let's head towards the base.
Yeah. Do we have an idea of where we are, just in relation?
Make a
Where are we?
survival check.
Alrighty. Not ideal, I probably don't have much of an idea, but that's okay.
And he must off with another heal from the staff.
20,
Natural 20.
Nice.
which is, I think, a 21, because I do not have that high of wisdom.
All right. As you go, putting a hand to the ground, feeling the nature of this place, you look around, you see part of a sign, bit of a bit of cloth here and there, a tree over there. This is Moran.
Oof.
Or
Yeah.
it was Moran.
Was Moran.
How
long have we been gone?
Deleted.
As you look around, a dark shadow passes over the group. Looking up, you can see the silhouette of a dragon Svärmfa flying overhead. As the far-off explosions continue, every now and again, you get cast the silhouette of the towering dragon Svärmfa. Multiple of them.
Oof.
Hey.
Dangerous.
Hey, we took down one. We can handle a few more, right?
Is there anything worth saving? Dear.
Great vote of confidence, fellows. Bravo.
We should go see. Maybe not to kill the dragons, but to see what can be saved.
Yeah.
Yes, I would suggest we go towards Project B. If there is anything worth saving here, it would be that.
Yep.
The city seems to have fallen beyond hope.
If we can avoid fighting the dragon again, I would like to do that, but...
I agree. That seems like a very sound tactical decision.
Right.
How are you guys going to progress from here?
We're like in water, like swamp water.
You're in what was the middle of the city, or maybe in the outskirts of the city. It's honestly really hard to tell given the state of what it's in.
You know which way Project B is, Korea?
Yeah, I should have an idea of where it is, correct?
Yeah.
From here?
You'll be able to direct people from there.
Absolutely.
Marching distance. We should start marching, or
We should proceed quietly. Because if we're not in the mood to fight more dragon Svärmfa, perhaps we shouldn't drag attention to ourselves.
can we all fly? But yeah, you're right. Stay low anyway. Just what you said.
Yeah, I reckon we'll have to just try and move quickly but quietly through the war zone and try not to attract too much attention.
Yeah.
Alright, first off, who cannot fly?
I think
How long has it been since the dragon fight?
Like
2-3 hours, maybe.
if that, you guys moved pretty quickly.
I think the longest
been
thing was
more
getting
than
stuck in the city.
It's been more than an hour, I think, is the point I'm getting at. I cannot fly till tomorrow.
What
I can
like-
fly if necessary, and I can make others fly if necessary, but
that's true.
Alright.
I feel like flight would be
Conspicuous
very conspicuous, especially for other flying things.
creatures. Yeah. Stay low. Stay.
Wait a minute, are you telling me these dragon Svärmfa are flying?
some are. You do see other shapes above you. It was just noticeable because a dragon Svärmfa passed overhead.
That is also concerning, because they usually don't fly.
They can get it from the flying Svärmfa.
Yeah.
Which means there are flying Svärmfa here.
Yeah, I love problem solving. Problem solving how fucked we are. Boom! Yeah, nailed it. Alright.
What I would like from everyone is their passive stealth score, so 10 plus your stealth score.
Okay.
Amazing.
I think... Oh, wait,
12.
no, I've got... okay, 15.
Shift your armor.
If you do have disadvantage on that, could you subtract 5 from the score?
I have a 12.
13.
Mine
18.
is 15.
Nice.
Lathia, what's your score?
15. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that with or without the armor?
That's without the armor.
Okay, so 15/10.
Yes, if I
Lathia.
activate armor form.
And then Malari.
Her passive stealth is invisible.
Oh yeah. Is Malari with us even?
Malari is not with you, but I'd like to put it on the passive stealth card that I have here just in case.
Does she have just proficiency or expertise?
It's probably obscenely high, right?
Yeah.
If she's a rogue, she can't.
Probably.
If she's a
I'd
rogue,
be
she can't
surprised
get
that
below a
Polari
9.
didn't have expertise
Oh,
in stealth.
true.
She
Yeah,
does have
she prob-
expertise in stealth, so it's at least a 26. She
Yeah.
also has a Cloak of Elven Kind, which
So
proposes
like
both
30 something.
disadvantage on perception checks against her and advantage on her stealth checks. So that's cumulative plus 10.
Okay, yeah, so plus
36.
36, and also cannot get below a 10, right? Because of a reliable talent.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So Malari has a base passive stealth of 36.
So stealthy, she's not even in the game.
Yeah, for all you know, Malari could be
Right?
here.
Yeah. Could be here.
You would never know.
Anyways, so our most stealthy party member is not here for the stealth mission.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is alright, we're okay. It's all
Combat
good.
is the thinking man's stealth, you know?
I don't think
If
that's
there's
how that
nothing
works, but
alive
okay.
to see you, then is
I guess... I don't know if this is going to help me at all, but I rarely use this item, and it's so useful. I should probably start doing it more. I want to use a bonus action to enhance an ability with my Chieftain's Animal Cloak, Cat's Grace. It'll give me advantage on dexterity checks.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that translates to stealth. I don't know.
It does. That'll give you an extra +5 to your stealth.
Nice.
Oh. Nice.
So it'll bump you up to a 23 passive.
Ooh.
All right. As you guys make your way as quickly and quietly through the remains of the city as possible, there are lots of Svärmfa around. You're able to largely avoid them with this navigation. As you're making your way closer to the outskirts of the city, you know what? What's everyone's passive perception?
Quite high. 17.
This is better.
17.
Perception 15.
20.
20 for Gabriel.
Nice.
You'll be up there, that's for sure. 20, I heard a 17 for Lathia. Felix, what was yours?
17.
17 for Felix. 16 for Beatrix. 15 for Creon.
Correct.
And Malari has an 18.
Razian's Rim, Nadim. It's crazy.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
There we go. Actually, that's quite low. Scroll, 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 scroll. +5. Okay. All of you feel like you're being watched as you make your way to the outskirts of the city, to where the the bog kind of starts.
It always feels
That'll
like
lead to
somebody's watching me. Can I get no privacy? Joke over, go on.
Gabriel, you swing around, and for a split second, you swear you could see the figure of a Dimension Ripper Svärmfa in amongst the rubble and chaos of the city being destroyed.
They're here. One of them's here.
Has he
One of
noticed
who's
us?
here?
I think they're watching us.
In that case, we should stop, because we may be leading them directly to where they want us to take them.
Right.
Is there a way
Maybe. Sorry.
I was going to say, is there a way to lure it out? Do we...
I was trying to think of a good insult for it.
Yeah, like a way to goad it?
Yeah.
You're not even that smart.
Maybe we should just like spread out, look around here, be ready. Come on out, you slimy, wrinkly mother. I can smell you.
I can smell you.
As you all look around to that direction where, Gabriel, you thought you saw the Dimension Ripper, it's not where it's not back in the direction that you thought it was.
Slimy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of walking around the swamp either.
Of course it's hiding, it's scared.
How many of there are you? 5?
5 and a broom.
5 and a broom, so...
I boom.
What's the marching order here?
Well, Creon's probably at the front, because he has to lead.
Okay.
Felix will be in the back, I guess, watching the rear.
Lethia would be up. Oh, oops. Sorry.
And everyone's back, too. Right.
Ha!
Well, Lethia would probably be up near Creon, ready to respond to threats.
Okay, so Gabriel's middle-ish.
Yeah. Following Creon. That's good, yeah.
So as you're kind of spread out, looking, checking your corners, checking your rears, stuff like that, Gabriel, feel a presence right next to you. As a Dimension Ripper Svärmfa suddenly in the center of your group goes right up to your head and whispers, "Oh, I don't need my own power to take you out. We've got something much greater."
It's excuses because you don't want to face us.
Do any of us feel his presence, or is this something just for Gabriel?
Gabriel feels it, but as you all kind of swing around, kind of suddenly aware that there is something there, you can see it blinking out from the location right next to Gabriel.
Felix pulls out his gun.
Oh, yeah. Creon is also like getting ready to charge up a spell.
Yeah, the sword's in my hand.
These things are horrifying.
Where did it go?
I want to ready like a word of radiance. If I see it again, I'm just going to like slam the staff on the ground and try to hit it with the AoE.
Alright. Could I get everyone to make
doing?
a perception check here?
Okay.
Felix realizes, wait, what am I doing? This is not the weapon right now that I should be using. He puts his pistol away and pulls out the York bow instead.
Ooh, nice. 24.
24?
Yep.
Ooh.
22.
I think 25 total?
25.
Are we all rolling? What are we rolling? Sorry, I didn't.
Perception.
Perception.
Perception. Sorry about that. I didn't hear the request.
Very nearly a natural
that was
20.
about 20 that rolled to a 5. With my perception is 13. 12, sorry, 12.
Alright. Felix and Gabriel, you're the most in tune with divine power. Suddenly you get just an immensely bad feeling. You look up just into a random spot in the sky back towards the main city, and between explosions and bursts of fire coming up, it seems to be reflecting off a figure floating through the sky towards you. You both know for a fact it knows you're there.
Fire shot.
Ugh. Gross.
Felix just fires a shot.
You can roll that attack. Roll it at disadvantage because of the distance it is from you at the moment.
Oh.
It's pretty far away for now. There's no guarantee it'll stay that way.
You're the boss. Disadvantage. Pretty similar numbers here. 12. I rolled a 12, which is plus the York bow. It's 9.
It's a +1 weapon, so it
20.
should be
21, I think, total.
Yeah, that checks out. All right.
And that's a disadvantage.
That is a disadvantage. As you go unleashing the shot, you see the arrow fly straight and true, striking the creature. Which pauses for a moment. You can tell it's, for a split second, it's not getting any closer there. Okay.
I have no idea why you just did that, but I suggest we run.
Yeah, I'm suddenly realizing that probably was not the smartest move.
Alrighty.
I was just...
Are we sure we want to be going to a previous location if they know that they're following us?
What previous location? We're just passing through.
Well, there are two situations here. Either it's already been overrun, or it is about to be overrun.
If we lead them to them, we'll just have to lead them to Project B. We'll just have to kill them.
All right then.
I know some of us... I hate to suggest this, but maybe we should... Oh, these are sacrilegious words, I know, but perhaps we should split the party.
We could do that.
Some of us stay behind as the distraction. Everyone else go to Project B.
I'll stay behind. He loves to look at me.
I'll stay behind too, because I just shot that thing, so it's probably going to be coming after me.
Alright.
I would advise against it. I think splitting up now would surely ensure that some of us die.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that is not a great idea. I think it's either going to find Project B now or find it later. And either way, the site has to be moved
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yep.
If we can rescue at least one person, ideally Pia, then it will have been worth it. But our
Indeed.
objective here should not be to fight, it should be to run.
Let's go.
Get
You guys
whoever
have-
we can out.
This is
I
a rescue
think-
mission first.
Chris and Ben, you guys both have a point of inspiration here.
I still think that this is...
Sorry, in what context could I use it? Sorry.
One of the things that you can use inspiration for is luck or a deus ex machina, i.e.
Okay.
introducing a fact such as potentially a helpful message or a big clue.
Okay. Cool. To be honest, we kind of need a god in the machine to counter this god in the machine coming towards us, which I assume is what it is. It's the title Svärmfa, isn't it? Ugh.
Use your inspiration.
Yeah, I think I might. I think I might have to use my inspiration here, just because it makes the most sense for my character to
Have something come through.
have something come through in this context. Alrighty. Where do I redeem my Deus Ex Machina?
All right.
Alright, DM. Hit me
So-
with something really good.
You guys see the god killer Svärmfa moving towards you. It
I'm
puts
sorry, the what?
a hand out, and you can see this mote of white hot flame forming.
Oh,
And
crap.
suddenly
Move,
it
move, no, no!
unleashes a 150-foot cone of ostensibly
Sparkles.
flame breath. And as that wave of fire is washing towards you all, suddenly you feel like a box is being placed around you. The world is distorting, like fracturing mirrors, as the fire washes around the box and the world outside begins to distort. As the 6 of you, including Discord, are wrapped up and captured.
Whoop.
Oh.
I don't know if this is good or bad.
It's better than being burnt alive.
Yes, but does that mean what's gonna happen next is going to be any better?
Oh. We're alive, and that gives us a chance to fight.
Or
Like,
run.
how are we captured? What's like?
It's
Are we?
these pains of energy, kind of like a mirror or glass. It has an unusual quality to them. At the moment, they're just kind of bright and shining out at you all. But as they...
I thought we were dealing with a Doctor Strange situation.
Yeah, sort of something like that, more or less. As it dims down, you can actually see through these panes of energy which begin to unfold around you all. And you find yourself in what appears to be inside the ziggurat that Project B was housed within.
Well, what? We're here? What happened? How did we get here?
oh.
What's going on?
Alright then. We're here, so that's good. But
Did I do that? Did you do that, Felix?
Are
I
we
did.
Project B?
I mean, I've done stuff on accident before. I suppose it's possible.
You see a Malady standing there. She looks exhausted. Creon, you can tell right away she has been expending a great amount of magical energy. And it wasn't just to pull you guys over here. There she is.
Expanding. Whoa, this ain't that kind of stream.
Expending a great amount of magical energy.
Ah, Lady Malady, it's good to see you mostly in good health.
Yes. And with that, she just faints there and then.
Oh,
Well, this is concerning.
Gabriel?
what's wrong with her? Is she okay? Is it just like she's exhausted, or
Make a medicine check.
17 or a nat 2?
17 on a nat 2. Okay.
Yeah.
She is just totally exhausted. She's pretty much used up all of her magical energy here.
Okay. I think she just needs rest.
Which is
Huh?
interesting considering how much magical energy you have seen her use previously.
Alrighty. Well,
Also, what's it like around here? Is it like people running back and forth with alarms going off and people
there are-
scrambling like it's DEFCON 2?
Tons of researchers. Some of them are like scrambling around. Others look terrified, but mostly they are just staring at you all. They're kind of chattering like, what do we do?
alrighty.
We should probably pack up everything and try and get out.
Gather the
Rebuild
important
somewhere else.
research. Gather the important research and start
Absolutely.
teleporting to any safe locations that you can. Don't rush. Evacuate calmly. But the building is under attack and we need to leave as soon as we can to anywhere that we know is safe.
Lenia will step out from the crowd and approach you. You don't need to worry about that. Lady Malady has already relocated Project B.
Oh wow.
What are the rest of us doing here? Should we not relocate ourselves to not get killed by these Svärmfa?
Oh, that's what Lady Malady was doing for you all. She was keeping an eye on things to make sure that the removal was not tracked, and then she noticed that you all decided to come along and check things out. She had to use a great deal of her remaining energy, which was already quite depleted, to save you.
We thought we hadn't heard anything from the city. We thought
We assumed the worst.
Well, yeah, there was no communication.
Yes, it seems that Svärmfa had done something to block that off. I'm not sure what, but it was very concerning.
Is Mulari safe?
As far as we're aware, Lady Mulari hasn't been to the city of Moran.
But she was headed there? Isn't that what the Pharaoh told us? Not Pharaoh the Sultan?
No, I think she went to Adventuring Guild HQ.
Oh, right.
So,
Where are we now? Where is Project B?
According to what Lady Malady said, we're down in the Giant Lands. A safe place there, hidden.
The Svärmfa hasn't reached yet?
There is one area of Svärmfa incursion within the Giant Lands, but we are
that's right.
far removed from that.
alright, well.
My God.
I don't think any of you have seen Mulari this concerned before.
You mean Lenia?
Sorry, yes, Lenia. You've never seen Lenia this concerned. She has always been, like, extremely sure of herself and even a bit cocky, but
Yeah.
A bit.
yeah, this is kind of like really. She looks white as a ghost, which is saying something as she is already incredibly pale.
So, like, what's actually happening here? Are the Svärmfa about to attack, or like, are they attacking this building, or were people safe here before we got teleported here, and now the Svärmfa essentially know our location?
Lady Malady had teleported the entire building of Project B away. We were holding out, hoping that they wouldn't detect us, but that thing, the golden Svärmfa, it somehow knew. It spooked us quite a bit. Lady Malady was keeping an eye from afar with her magic abilities, but...
And it's not a threat anymore?
Lady Malady has spent quite a deal of time and effort to ensure that this new location is undetectable.
So we are safe for the time being, then.
Safe, cut off from the usual teleportation network that the Adventurers Guild has access to, but I do not think the Svärmfa will find us here for now.
Well, it may not be much in the grand scheme of things, but we were capable of recovering a dragon Svärmfa organ, if that would be helpful for the research here.
Oh yes, quite. I imagine this will put a bit of a setback on our research efforts, but every bit will help going forward.
I pull the organ wrapped in a cloth out of the sack and hand it to Lenia.
Then you will go and hand it off to some of the researchers who immediately they take it and they stare at it for a bit, and it seems with a bit of resolve returning, they go and the researchers begin shouting at each other to carry on as usual.
Took a bit to cut that out. Hopefully it's useful.
Well, it seems for the time being we should perhaps stay here. Will unlikely be a safer place, and we don't have immediate access to anywhere else.
Oh, of course. Please make yourselves at home. She calls out to some of the researchers who will come and take Aphia to a spot to rest. Somewhere else within the facility.
And I suggest that once we have rested as such, we should look into ways we could return to Adventuring Guild HQ and inform Malari of what has happened.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Alright.
Creon, you feel something touching your foot.
Ah, lovely. I look down.
There is a tiny octopus-like creature looking up at you with over-large eyes, and it begins wrapping its tentacles around your foot and leg and trying to climb up your leg.
I've seen this movie before.
You friend.
I guess this is one laser so.
I hold out my hand so it can wrap itself around my arm. Next time, bring it up. Do I have any idea what this is? Should probably ask that first, but yeah.
It's... Aphia has used many familiars over the years. This seems to be a new familiar for her. Certainly not the usual one. It's probably something of her own creation, from what you can tell.
Oh, cool.
But make an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, Arcana.
To determine its true use.
That is a 2, which is an 11.
Hard to tell, but since it is attaching itself to you, it is probably of some import.
Alrighty.
Need to find out about that later.
That's okay. I'll let it wrap itself around my arm, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll cling on to you for the moment.
What a strange being. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am going to find a place to sleep and think. I feel like a lot has happened in a very short period of time.
No kidding.
I think we should all try to get some rest at least.
And Creon is going to go find his bunk somewhere and probably just woof. Like have to decompress. Holy crap. A lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah. As you guys go off to various parts of the now relocated Ziggurat housing Project B, you're able to get the benefits of a long rest over the next period of approximately 8 hours.
Hooray!
You love long rests. Also, the other thing, continental travel, just the jet lag. Jeez, it's probably been day for 18 hours for us.
Yeah. It's always the thing about using the teleportation network or other forms of teleportation. You leave one place and it's like getting towards dusk, and then you arrive somewhere and it's early morning. All right. As you all wake up the next day, Creon, you see the octopus creature perched on your chest, staring right at you. And then it kind of shifts, and out from its mouth appears a letter that has been protected against liquids. Magically protected against liquids.
Yeah, okay, fair, cool. Guess I'll pick it out of its beak. I think do octopuses have beaks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they have little beaks. Okay. Take it out and I shall unfurl it and read it.
Reading the letter said it's addressed Creon. This creature is a beacon of sorts. He will be able to let you know if things have gone bad to the wards surrounding Project B, if it is breached by any unwanted presence.
Incredibly useful, I suppose. I give it a little pat.
It squirms happily, its tentacles curling up.
Well, how rare of Lady Melody to be so gracious. Get up and I put it on my shoulder.
Cool. Octopus pet acquired.
Neat. Gonna need to name it.
You will. It is unlike Lady Melody to name something so soon, at least.
Alrighty. Cool. Long rest done. How's everyone else looking?
Toasty, rested up and feeling good.
Yeah, everyone else wakes up in various parts of the ziggurat, rested and recovered. Haunted?
No one got haunted last night?
No one got haunted last night. You're all good.
Only haunted by our own thoughts and dreams.
Pretty haunting, not gonna lie.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Should we head back to the Sultan and sort out the other situation we told them we're going to, or if everything's cool here?
Maybe, but there seems to be more pressing matters. You should probably inform the Adventuring Guild and, I suppose, gather what the next step is going to be. A major city has been destroyed.
Yeah.
And, I imagine the world at large will expect action from the Adventuring Guild. In some form or another.
Okay, we can go see. I suppose we do Teleport Circle. Do you have that, Felix? Teleport Circle, or was that Malaria was doing that for us?
I also have Teleport.
Oh, you have that.
Circle. I can actually rejigger my spells because of the long rest a little bit.
Yeah, cool.
If we need it.
I think it's probably the easiest way to get to Adventurous HQ.
Cool. Okay, I'll jigger my spells a little bit real quick. Probably get rid of Rare Use for now. And swap it for Teleportation Circle. And I'll get rid of Little Person. And I'll swap it for Ryan's Binding Ice. Cool. Alright. We have Teleportation Circle available. So I don't think we can do it from within the ziggurat, so we might have to wander out for a bit. But yeah.
We could have a look around here since we're here. If you guys want.
Also true. One of the advantages of being here is that I could work on my research for a time, but
don't know how much time we have.
Indeed. I can also do it elsewhere.
Okay. You are from here, Lathia?
No, I'm from Kamalavator.
Okay. Suppose we'll go find Lathia and say that we're heading off.
Lenia?
Is there anything else they need from us here? Yeah, Lenia. Yep. Sorry, yeah.
Starts with an L, ends with an E.
Yeah. Literally one sound difference.
Lathania.
Lenathia.
Or two sounds difference, I guess. As you go searching around, you see the various researchers at work, doing different things, different projects. So you make your way over to Lenia. She sees you approaching and comes to greet you. Well, I'm glad you all got a good rest. The Svärmfa organ that you brought back, the one from the Dragon Svärmfa,
Yes.
That was excellent, thank you. It's, we've already been making advances in our research because of it. got a few more things that we need to do before Project B is ready to be put into action, but I feel like
we're getting close.
It's hard. We are getting close, but I feel like our usual avenues might go a lot more slowly now.
Is there anything else you need from us? Anything else we can do to help?
Well, there are a few things that we need to do. I've got 4 main tasks that we need to figure out before we can put Project B into action. There's the A team, or Team A, who is focusing on the biological aspects, and Team B, who are focusing on
Team A
the...
has a really bad attitude. Don't worry, it's an A-team joke. It hit way too late after you... Yeah, I apologise.
Team B is working on the delivery method. In terms of the biological aspects, now that we have a dragon Svärmfa organ, we're able to test the virus on the hardier Svärmfa, which is good. That just leaves figuring out methods of aerosol transmission, and there are researchers that have been researching that aspect in particular around. We also need to find a method of mass producing the virus, which has been an issue.
How specifically?
Well, we want to be able to produce enough of the virus to scatter it across all Svärmfa everywhere. And that would take quite a lot of production.
Indeed.
As for the delivery method, Team B have been working on a few things, but they're still a bit unsure as to how they can locate all the Svärmfa. And there is the actual spell itself to open up some kind of portal to drop the virus and, well, at the location of all those Svärmfa.
And we've seen the Dimension Ripper Svärmfas do this, but we don't know how to do it. Like, no one's been able to open a portal to their dimension from our side before, have we?
Well, not just the Svärmfa dimension, but also
the other dimensions they're in. Yeah,
other dimensions they're in. In the material, the mortal realm, the all the realms that the Svärmfa have invaded.
Do we have the means of locating where the major Svärmfa hordes are?
That's been a difficulty. We don't have a spell that is capable of doing that on certainly on a global scale, and that's not even counting the various dimensions and realms.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't seem like we'll be able to find a solution sitting here regardless. So perhaps we shall head back to the Adventuring Guild HQ and see where things are moving from there. I imagine it'll be quite the uproar.
Yes.
At the very least, we will be able to reassure everyone there that Project B is safe and still moving forward.
Still a go.
Yes, that would be incredibly useful, I think.
Very well. Shall we depart then?
I think so. I can't think of much more that we could be doing here. Not in the way that helps.
Posted the checklist for Project B in the important links section.
Thank you, that is helpful.
Excellent.
It also gives you a bit of a rundown of what's been going on in that regard.
Made my own notes here.
Very well. Tell Lady Melody that I am greatly thankful to her when she wakes up.
Redacted.
Redacted.
There is redacted.
This victory is all thanks to name and address withheld.
Those were personal notes on potential ways that you guys could go about that.
Yeah, the ones that we have to figure out ourselves.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Alrighty.
I just realized something about mass production.
Hmm.
Those slimes, could they not help with mass production? For the virus? Once we eventually get that working?
If it were some kind of disease-resistant incubating slime, perhaps.
Good point. On that note...
Lennia's like, that's not... It's too bad of an idea. We'd need to bring them over here, of course.
Perhaps find a way to either make them resistant to or capable of incubating viruses.
Yeah, that brings up another note. Once we develop this virus, is it going to have an effect on other species? Like humanoids?
It should not, because it would specifically target the Svärmfa organ, which no being other than Svärmfa would possess. At least that is the theory.
Not until people get a taste for it.
Not until people are like, the Svärmfa organ, what a delicious delicacy.
Delicacy.
You could taste all the layers of rot and burrowing.
If you have a salt Svärmfa in the room when you eat it, delicious.
Have we already established that, like, eating Svärmfa meat is not delicious?
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think-
one of the most disgusting things.
Gross. Certainly something to look into. Actually, yeah, I guess, Would Creon have any idea on how one could potentially make disease-resistant slimes, like incubator slimes? Would that be like a long-term research thing?
That's...
Or like,
Lenia says that she'll pass the idea along to the other researchers here. The idea of, making them resistant to that is a step that could use some... It just needs that one other thing to make it work.
some kind of reagent or foreign foreign thing to build up that resistance.
Or perhaps a dungeon that mass produces undead reworked into reworked with slimes.
And
well, there we go.
Slime producing something or other. Well, certainly an avenue worth exploring.
That was one of the missions that Lady Vivi once offered us.
a slime-producing dungeon?
No, the dungeon of... It was in Kamlavakta. I'm wrecking my brain. I have it here-ish. Give me a sec.
Alright. Time's up. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Oh, gosh.
That is... It'll be in this document. Lenia goes and she takes out a notebook, going through her notebook. Yes, here. The Guardian clans of Kamlavakta, they had those tales of an ancient lich that commanded armies of undead, and it was sealed in an underground fortress along with the armies. And it says here that, according to legend, the fortress is a kind of arcane necromantic factory that can produce legions of undead.
Ah, so locate it, capture it, and retool it. So that whatever magic is creating undead creates slimes.
Yes, or... Yes. Produce the slimes, use the slimes to produce the virus further. Or the virus-resistant slimes.
Question, Alex. This is slightly meta-lore, but is there a demon lord of slimes in this universe? Like Dweeblex? Or Jubiblex, or whatever he's called.
Jubiblex, I believe. That's what I've heard.
There would probably be... Yeah, well, yes, there would be lesser gods of slimes.
Are we going to be committing an affront to them?
Or do we kill a demon lord of slimes and take his slimy demon goop and use it as the battery?
That feels a bit extreme.
I've done it in another game.
Like,
Well,
definitely extreme, but sometimes it helps to like go extreme with the initial plan and then reel it back to something more manageable.
I suppose.
Regardless, these are all good ideas.
Well, I wouldn't mind
Very well.
this.
Sounds like we at the very least have a starting off point.
Yes.
Doesn't seem too bad, of course. We just need to secure an ancient lich fortress. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, at least if we go back to Colonel Avactar, I can show you around a little bit.
That
Take
would be
you to the right
delightful.
locations before we get killed by some sort of demi-lich or something like that.
Are we heading for a Tomb of Annihilation?
I would hope not.
Perhaps some sort of Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Or just a tomb of
We sh-
horrors. Be sure to inspect all the demon faces
Quite.
by sticking your head in.
As you do.
In what?
But yes. Well, it seems that our first order of operations should be to go to the Adventuring Guild HQ, and from there perhaps attempt to locate this so-called fortress and gather information on it if we can.
Lenia nods to you all. Yes. Please
also
pass on all the info that you can. You know what? She'll go and write a letter quickly to hand over to the Adventurers Guild HQ.
And to
return.
Malaria, I assume.
Yeah.
Valari and also all the people who actually run it, probably.
Yeah, it's mostly to the people that run it. It is coded, but you'll go and hand it over to you all.
Make sure it's delivered.
Very well. I suppose it would also be pertinent to look into any portal magic that might be useful. Perhaps looking into ley lines and such, but it seems like this will be our primary focus for the time being. Very well. Alrighty. Are we good to go?
I don't think so. I mean, I do think we are. Sorry. Getting a little mixed up.
It's
been a long day.
Been a long day and a half, and I'm pretty sure I slept during the day, which is even more confusing.
All right.
And we're about to swap time zones again.
Nice.
About
You guys,
to go,
you guys don't even know what you haven't seen outside yet.
Ah, good point.
Oh,
We're like
the
in an
sun! I've missed the sun.
We're probably like in an Antarctic research station now, aren't we? If we're in like in the south.
Pretty much, yeah.
We go outside, we're like, wow. Oh.
Yeah,
You guys are
Nobody.
You guys are like somewhere over here.
Over where? Oh,
What longitude?
0.
The lowest one.
I know, 0 is the equator, whatever the maximum is.
Boom.
90.
Yep, 90 degrees, close to 90 degrees probably.
Uh,
Heck, you could
Everyone
probably
walking around.
you could probably skip through time zones with a short walk if we're near the center.
It's like 83 degrees south.
Ooh, that's a lot of degrees.
That is a lot of degrees.
That's a lot of degrees.
Alrighty.
All right. Who's teleporting?
I believe I shall teleport. I shall cast Teleportation Circle. Well, I suppose first we go outside.
As you're,
Can we?
you can go outside if you want.
Oh, can we teleport from in here? I feel like we couldn't before.
Unnamed octopus friend will begin writhing on your shoulder.
Ooh. Oh yes.
I don't like
I
that
will-
thing. It's creepy.
Really? I feel like it's incredibly functional. It will inform me if the wards around Project B have been broken.
Why is it wearing a tie, though?
Huh, I didn't notice it was wearing a tie.
It is not wearing a tie.
Damn it! I was trying to make an Octodad joke.
Apologies. It'll shut its eyes tight and begin kind of... It looks like it's really concentrating it. You can feel it writhing on your shoulder, Creon, as it begins glowing purple. And as this energy washes over you, you feel like it's a kind of key.
Key to unlocking the wards, essentially, like a
bypass.
ID. Yeah, like an ID card.
Yeah. Nick.
Well, how very convenient. It would mean that I would be capable of teleporting us back here if necessary.
As long as it's on you guys, you're able to bypass the wards.
Good.
I will
What's
have
his
to
name?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't named it.
Okay.
Maybe. No. I'm terrible at naming things. I've been told. I always name them as completely functional things.
Like key.
Passkey, yeah. Key pass. Or just key. Oh well, maybe I can think of a better name later. Anyways, I begin drawing out the teleportation circle.
Nice. As you are familiar with the runes of the Adventurers Guild HQ, you're able to draw out the teleportation circle, and after a brief moment, you all feel the sense of vertigo as you are shifted away from the now Giant Land's Antarctic Research Station that houses Project B, the ziggurat that has suddenly appeared in, well, somewhere very icy and cold and hidden, and a much more balmy locale in the Adventurers Guild HQ.
That's a shift.
What about password for the octopus?
Calling my password password.
What about soulfish? The password is always soulfish.
No, it's an octopus.
Yeah.
Stepping out
Despite
of one of
living in the water, an octopus is actually not a fish.
As you step out of the room that has the teleportation circle within the Adventurers Guild HQ, it is pure chaos. There are assistants running around, people like shouting. Someone notices you guys and like, where did you come from? What? Do you have any info?
I was expecting some of the same. Hold on, let me go get my manager. We'll be right with you.
The bureaucracy in full swing.
It's safe. It's been moved. It's okay.
Yes.
Jeez.
Who had the letter?
Oh yeah, the letter. Here you go. Who are you?
They go, take the letter, they flip it over, they're like, right, Lady Malari, thank you. They'll run off.
Okay.
Lady Malari, yes, she's trying to manage this disaster.
I don't know why, but I'm suddenly slightly more concerned.
What disaster do you speak of?
The city. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
More?
The disaster we witnessed.
Yes, we were finally able to... Well, the scouts, they made their way to Moran, and the city's been wiped out. There are no survivors.
Jesus.
Didn't look great when we were there briefly.
You were there?
Briefly, and by then a lot of damage had already been done.
Wait, you were able to get there during the communication and teleportation blackout?
Yes.
We didn't know there was a teleportation blackout. We knew that there was a communication one.
By the gods.
We teleported twice.
Lady
Felix
Malari
just
will
kind
want
of
to...
looks over, wide-eyed, at Beatrix.
Beatrix, we'll give you a... Like, yeah, that's unsurprising. Darling, well, if we're gods, then is it really that surprising?
Sassy.
Hey, that means that you can do things that others can't. We can do things that others can't.
Oh boy.
We're a lot stronger than we think we are.
I suppose that's true of everyone, really.
Darling, I don't think we are allowed to die and have our bodies taken by the Svärmfa.
No.
I would be against
Party
that.
now.
Well,
After party that should definitely not be eaten by Svärmfa.
well,
I do not prefer it if none of us were eaten by Svärmfa.
right,
Ideal.
right.
That would be ideal. Very well then. Shall we seek out Lady Malari then?
Yes.
Yeah, the clerk's like, yep, Lady Malari will definitely want to see you right away. That's big info. Alright, follow me, thanks.
Will do.
They do not seem to have caught on as to who you are.
Wait.
We're not important enough yet. At least in the bureaucracy.
Let's not say anything. Let's see how long it takes for them to figure it out.
Oh no, you guys are definitely up there in terms of the fame level. It's just the heat of the moment and chaos. It's just a slip of the mind.
Fair enough.
So as you're led through the Adventurers Guild HQ, on your way back to, well, the familiar route up to Malari's office. I think that's where we'll end off this session.
Whew. Good. Good.